1. Soft balls and hard times. The midlife crisis of Test cricket. 2. Duke's ball controversy. Why it's soft in tests. 3. Pitch doctoring allegations. England's controversial tactics in the Anderson-Tendulkar Trophy. 4. Pat Cummins critiques Edgbaston pitch after India's stunning win. 5. Shubman Gill's subtle dig. England's pitch predicament at Lord's. 1. Soft balls and hard times. The midlife crisis of Test cricket. Test cricket is in a tough spot. Its once-cherished battles are turning into one-sided affairs, thanks to a strange combination of flat pitches and balls that lose their grip too soon. Imagine this. You're at a test match, buzzing with excitement, only to watch the same umpire get called upon multiple times in the first session to address the ball's condition. By the 56th over, the ball has finally been replaced. This isn't a new problem. It's a recurring nightmare that's left fans and players alike scratching their heads. The issue? The Duke's ball, designed to last longer, is softening faster than expected. In the current England vs. India series, the older, softer ball has been a liability. In the first 30 overs, 17 wickets fell at an average of 48.53, but after that, the control percentage soared to 86.3% as the ball became easier to handle. This isn't just a fluke. Across 7 innings, the older ball has produced 15 wickets at an average of 105.04. It's a stark contrast that raises a question. Is this a flaw in the ball, or a design choice? But here's where it gets controversial. Some argue that the ECB's push for Kookaburra balls, which are harder and less forgiving, is a deliberate move to favor fast bowlers over seamers. Others say the problem lies in the pitches, which are engineered to offer minimal movement. The truth probably lies somewhere in between. After all, even West Indies switched to Duke's balls to add flair to their tests, proving that the right ball can make a difference. Take the 2023 Oval Test, where a ball that was supposed to be back to normal went out of shape in the 37th over. Australia's chase of 384 collapsed, highlighting how fragile the game can become when the ball isn't in optimal condition. And yet, teams keep trying the same tricks, like India's short ball barrage with the older ball, which worked for them but frustrated England. It's a cycle that leaves the game vulnerable to quirky compromises, like the one seen in 2023. So, what's the solution? Some say it's time for smarter choices, like England's bid to adopt more strategic bowling. Others argue that the problem lies in the ball's design. But here's the thing, whether by accident or intent, the current setup has turned Test cricket into a contest where the new ball is a precious commodity. It's a system that rewards aggression but punishes patience, leaving players and fans alike wondering, is this how we want to play the game? 2. Duke's ball controversy. Why it's soft in tests. If I crafted an exceptionally hard ball, it would shatter bats. This bold statement from the manufacturer of the Duke's ball highlights the ongoing debate surrounding its performance in recent test matches. The Duke's ball, a staple in English cricket, is facing unprecedented scrutiny this summer, particularly due to the unusually dry conditions and flat pitches that have made it challenging for bowlers to secure wickets. In the ongoing Anderson-Tendulkar Trophy, players from both teams have frequently requested umpires to replace the ball, expressing concerns that it loses its hardness far too quickly. Despite India managing to take 20 wickets to clinch victory in the Edgbaston Test, Captain Shubman Gill voiced his frustrations, stating, "Bowling has become quite challenging. It seems the ball loses its shape and softness much sooner than expected. I'm not sure if it's the pitch conditions or something else, but it's tough for bowlers to claim wickets when the ball isn't performing well." As the Duke's ball continues to be a topic of heated discussion, its manufacturer, Dilip Jagjodia, shared his insights with the Indian Express. Q. Why are the Duke's balls under scrutiny again? Cricket balls often face criticism. Not just the Duke's but also others like SG and Kookaburra. Each test match requires a brand new ball, which makes it difficult to assess its performance beforehand. Since these balls are crafted from natural materials, achieving perfection in every single ball is impossible. No one can guarantee that every ball will meet the highest standards. I often remind people that bats have evolved. They are now more powerful, and players are stronger, frequently hitting balls out of the park. Take Shubman Gill, for instance. He's not typically known for hitting sixes, yet he managed to do so, with the ball crashing into various structures around the ground. Q. There are claims that the balls soften too quickly during tests. Naturally, a cricket ball is designed to soften over time, which is why a new ball is introduced after 80 overs. However, we live in an age of impatience. If bowlers haven't taken enough wickets by the 30-over mark, they often seek a replacement ball, hoping for one that is harder. Yet, it's important to note that this series has produced results, with high scores indicating that batsmen were not at a disadvantage. India still managed to take 20 wickets, so what more can be expected from the ball? The match also spanned 5 days. Q. Is the criticism directed at cricket balls justified? Cricket is a dynamic sport. This summer has been particularly warm. Just 10 days ago, I was in Bengaluru, where the weather was cooler than in London. The pitches have been dry and warm, and they were covered back in February, leading to excellent playing surfaces. If a test match concludes in just 2.5 days, people label the Duke's ball as bowler-friendly. Conversely, if batsmen score heavily on a dry pitch and still achieve results, they don't receive credit for that. Now, the narrative is that the Duke's ball fails to take wickets. Q. Do you follow a specific process for manufacturing Duke's balls? Crafting a cricket ball is a meticulous process, and we adhere to strict standards, producing them according to the original British specifications. I am very particular about maintaining quality, personally selecting and presenting the balls. They are truly beautiful creations. However, once they are in play, factors like the number of runs scored and who hits the ball are beyond my control. Q. Is ball making a mechanical process? We deal with raw materials that can vary slightly. The involvement of human craftsmanship means there can be minor inconsistencies in the balls. Imagine these balls being struck repeatedly throughout the day. It's remarkable they don't need replacing every couple of hours. We continuously review our processes, but significant changes are not feasible. If an issue arises, we must identify it and correct it for future batches. Unlike engineered products like steel, which can be manufactured to exact specifications, cricket balls are crafted items. Q. How challenging is it to strike the right balance between soft and hard cricket balls? If I were to create an excessively hard ball, it would likely break bats. That's a significant concern we must navigate. Adventurous players might be tempted to push the limits, but that could lead to disastrous outcomes. According to the laws of cricket, a ball must deteriorate over the course of 80 overs, gradually becoming less effective. It's unreasonable to expect a ball to perform optimally after just 20 overs. If there's a legitimate issue, there is always the option to change it. 3. Pitch doctoring allegations. England's controversial tactics in the Anderson-Tendulkar Trophy. What if one of cricket's most celebrated nations was quietly tweaking the rules of the game to fit its own strengths? The latest uproar in the world of Test cricket isn't coming from the usual suspects, but from England, now under intense scrutiny for allegedly tailoring pitch conditions in the Anderson-Tendulkar Trophy. For decades, England has been revered as the home of swing and seam, where green-topped wickets and a lively Duke's ball test the best batters in the world. But here's where the controversy heats up. Recently, pitches have become noticeably flatter and far more favorable to batters, sparking a storm of debate among fans and experts alike. Even the usually reticent Shubman Gill couldn't help but comment on the situation. With the Duke's ball losing its bite and softness setting in soon after the first 15 overs, bowlers find themselves trudging through long, uninspiring spells. To make matters worse, the boundaries have been quietly brought in, seemingly to support England's increasingly aggressive run chase tactics in the fourth innings. But this is the part most people miss. When India's spinning tracks serve up sharp turn and bounce, critics are quick to cry foul, accusing curators of creating conditions so tough for batters that only the home team can thrive. So, the burning question is, why does the cricketing world turn a blind eye when English wickets offer almost nothing for any type of bowler? Isn't the game supposed to maintain a delicate balance between bat and ball? And here's where the debate gets particularly thorny. Is there a genuine difference between welcoming a bit of home advantage and crossing the line into outright pitch manipulation? Especially coming from a nation that often champions the values of sportsmanship and fair play, this situation brings some uncomfortable truths to light. If the keepers of cricket's traditions are the ones tilting the playing field, can we really ignore it? Test cricket is, at its core, a chess match between attacking and defending. The contest between batter and bowler is what gives it drama and charm. If this equilibrium is being sacrificed intentionally or not, shouldn't we be talking about it? Is this simply smart strategy, or are we witnessing an underhanded form of pitch doctoring? What do you think? Is England pushing the boundaries of home advantage, or are these changes part of cricket's natural evolution? Could such tactics actually undermine the very traditions England is famous for defending? Share your thoughts below. Do you agree, or do you see it another way? Let the debate begin. 4. Pat Cummins critiques Edgbaston pitch after India's stunning win. Cricket's pitch debate explodes. Are modern test matches becoming unfair to bowlers? The fiery discussion around cricket pitch conditions intensified dramatically after India's stunning 336-run victory over England at Edgbaston. This decisive win leveled the gripping 5-match series at 1-1, with Shubman Gill emerging as player of the match alongside standout performances from Akash and Mohammad Siraj. But here's where the controversy really ignites. The very surface that hosted this thrilling contest became the target of scathing criticism from elite players. Australian captain Pat Cummins, fresh from his team's 133-run victory against West Indies in Grenada, didn't hold back. Who would even want to be a bowler? He questioned, highlighting the extreme batter-friendly nature of the Edgbaston pitch. His frustration stems from a startling contrast. While Grenada's surface offered rewarding pace and movement, Edgbaston's track was historically flat. Cummins emphasized this stark difference by stating, "Test cricket over here as compared to Test cricket over there looks like two different sports." But here's the twist that adds fuel to the fire. This isn't an isolated incident. Since England adopted their aggressive baseball strategy, critics argue pitches have increasingly transformed into lifeless highways. The evidence? Even during the first test, where England chased down 370-plus runs, bowlers found zero assistance from the surface. England captain Ben Stokes acknowledged the unexpected shift at Edgbaston, noting the pitch behaved more like a subcontinent, wicket in the latter days, disproportionately aiding India. Now, this is the perspective that'll split opinion. Shubman Gill, despite his match-winning heroics, delivered a bombshell about equipment rather than the pitch. He directly criticized the Duke's ball used in England, claiming it puts the essence of Test cricket at risk.
Why?
Because the ball loses shape and softens abnormally fast, making it very difficult to get a wicket when there's nothing there. Gill passionately argued for balance conditions. There should be a little help for the bowlers. If the ball is doing something, then you can plan, then it is fun to play. So where does this leave us? As India and England prepare for the crucial third test at Lord's starting July 10th, the core controversy remains unresolved. Are we sacrificing cricket's delicate balance between bat and ball for entertainment? Should governing bodies intervene to standardize pitch preparation and ball quality? Share your verdict below. Do you side with Cummins and Gill demanding fairer conditions, or believe flat pitches are an exciting evolution of Test cricket? 5. Shubman Gill's subtle dig. England's pitch predicament at Lord's. All eyes are on Lord's, and the tension couldn't be higher. In the aftermath of a stunning defeat at Edgbaston, England is caught in a pitch-perfect storm of self-doubt and strategy. India, led by the unflappable Shubman Gill, just dismantled England on a pitch everyone expected to suit the home side. Now, there's rampant speculation that the Lord's ground staff may deliver a livelier, seam-friendly surface for the third test. But here's where the debate lights up. Can England really take that gamble against this ruthless Indian side? For years, England's test dominance at home relied on rock-solid batting-friendly pitches, the featherbeds that let their top order pile up intimidating totals. There was a sense of invincibility, a swagger built around improbable chases like last month's effortless pursuit of 371 at Leeds. But when India flipped the script at Birmingham, racking up over 1,000 runs and leaving England stranded 336 runs short of a monumental fourth innings chase. That aura cracked. Suddenly, the same surface that once empowered England's batters became the center of controversy. Head coach Brendan McCullum and captain Ben Stokes openly questioned whether the pitch at Edgbaston had tilted the odds towards the visitors, even branding it as subcontinental in nature. But here's the thing most fans forget. Just 3 years ago, England chased 378 on the same Birmingham wicket and no one complained. So, is this genuine concern or just selective memory? And this is the part most people miss. Shubman Gill, still new to the captain's role, has shown leadership maturity beyond his years. Calm under pressure, steering clear of mind games, Gill has let his actions do the talking. He orchestrated a phenomenal turnaround after the Leeds loss, guiding India to one of their greatest overseas successes. Yet, he isn't above a subtle jab. In the post-match press conference, Gill couldn't resist a sly remark about the next match. Let's see what kind of pitch they give us at Lord's. I doubt it'll be as flat as this one. His confidence, laced with a hint of mischief, spoke volumes about the mindset he's instilled in his team. Now comes England's dilemma. Do they stick with safe, flat wickets that favor their baseball style, or risk a green seamer that could just as easily benefit India's formidable pace attack? Here's a quick stat check. During Joe Root's tenure, 2017 to 2022, England's batting average at Lord's was a modest 29.03, improving to 34.47 under Ben Stokes. Those are strong numbers, but will they hold up if the conditions get spicy? McCullum has already nudged the Lord's ground staff, expressing his hope for more pace, more bounce, maybe a bit of sideways movement. However, this wish could backfire. Past experience shows that India's pace battery, led by Jasprit Bumrah, has thrived on green surfaces abroad. Remember Johannesburg 2018, London 2021, or even Perth 2023. Indian quicks have consistently outbowled the hosts when movement is on offer. Bumrah is back for the third test. Akash Deep swung the ball impressively even on a placid Birmingham track, and Mohammad Siraj is fresh off a 6-wicket haul in Leeds. They even have Arshdeep Singh in reserve. In other words, a spicy deck might be India's secret weapon, not England's. India's batting looks fearlessly in form, too. This young, dynamic core has already amassed nearly 2,000 runs in 2 tests, and seasoned campaigners like KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant know how to handle English conditions. By contrast, England's bowling lineup is riddled with uncertainty. Chris Woakes, now the leader after the Anderson-Broad era, has underperformed. Josh Tongue and Brydon Carse haven't delivered the goods. Even with the return of Jofra Archer and Gus Atkinson, fitness concerns linger. Neither has played much red ball cricket lately. And this is where things get heated. Can England's batters survive if they get the lively pitch baseballers crave, or will they crumble against India's surging pacers? The stakes are sky high. On live TV, ex-India quick Vern Aaron couldn't resist poking fun, suggesting England might even consider coaxing the ageless James Anderson out of retirement. It's a classic case. If the pitch is flat, Gill's men are ready to pounce. If it's green, Bumrah's quicks are licking their lips. Stokes and McCullum face an almost impossible choice. Ultimately, this Lord's test could shape the entire series. England's challenge goes beyond pitch selection. Perhaps for the first time in years, there may simply be no right pitch against this Indian unit. That's a bold thought. Do you agree that England is truly out of answers, or is this just another twist in the home team's storied legacy? Should they risk it all for a green pitch, or stick with what's worked before? Let us know your take in the comments below. This debate is just getting started.